Hey, welcome back again to Mr. Monroe's Math. Let's go over a couple of the homework problems from tonight. Gives you a chance to head start. In the order of operations, you have to follow the rules. Can't tell you enough how many times you have to follow the rules. What I like to do, I like to rewrite the problems into line paper especially, so I can show each step that I'm performing within the order of operations. Okay, so you also want to make sure that you don't do too many steps at once, otherwise you'll lose track. And the other biggest thing is that you need to make sure you write down all the steps that you work with. Okay, so following that order of operations, the traditional PEMDAS idea. Again, with my method, because I'm a big video gamer, I like to play some video games, you got to clear each level before you move on to the next one. Okay, parentheses first. Within those parentheses, you may see exponents, multiply or divide, then add or subtract. Okay, and you have to work, okay, with flitter from left to right. Very important that you work from left to right as you see each of these levels. Okay, so let's do number one. Number one is the difference of 14 and 7, and then multiply by the sum of 11 and 6. Then you subtract by 6 squared. Okay, so we start with parentheses, and in the parentheses we have two groups, and because we have two separated with addition and in different parentheses, we can do both in one step if we would like. Okay, or do them both separately. So I'm working on both of them here. 14 minus 7 is 7, okay, and 11 plus 6 is 17. Now we can choose to use these parentheses here, but as long as we get down to one operation in the parentheses, okay, then we can remove the parentheses. But you have to remember, if there's something else still there, you can't just make them disappear. Okay, I also like to go back to the dot for multiplication. Either one works, they both mean the same thing. Okay, and then we can do minus 6 squared. Now the parentheses are gone. Okay, don't have to worry about that anymore. Exponents is the next level. I have one of those. Okay, so I have 7 times 17 minus, and then right here, 6 squared. Means the base. Okay, this number is how many times that you see the number. The base twice. 6 and 6 makes 36. Okay, so I work here. Then that's gone. I look from left to right. I have two operations left, multiplication, subtraction. I look to my levels. I multiply before I subtract. So I'm going to multiply these two right here. 7 times 17. Multiply them out. You get 119 minus 36. And you may need to stack them up, okay, to line them up here. So I should be getting a difference of, just kidding, 83. 83 should be our answer for this one here. Okay, so this operation, I did 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. Okay, even though it looked like it had more, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, I condensed 2 at once up here and showed some more work down here. Okay, so make sure that you clear off those levels. Let's try one more without this as a reminder. Choose to write that if you need to as a reminder, and then also the flitter where you need to work from left to right. So without seeing that, let's see one more problem. This one's number 6, okay, right next to it on the homework paper. 14 plus 27 minus 5, all together in parentheses, divided by 18 minus 6 squared. So we're going to work inside the parentheses first. Okay, so 14 plus 27 is 41 minus 5, and then rewrite the rest, divided by 18 minus 6 squared. I'm not going to be too tough on you sometimes where I'm going to give you problems that'll be decimals or negative numbers, but sometimes you may get that, and you have to follow the correct process that we know about. So here, 14 minus 5 is a difference of 36. 36 and 18 minus 6 squared. Okay, parentheses are gone. We were down to one value. We no longer need that. I could choose to have that here or not. It means the same thing. Divided by 18 minus 6 squared. Okay, now I have an exponent to deal with. And 6 squared is 36, just like we did before. And I'm rewriting the rest of the problem. And yes, I can write it backwards, because I want to make sure that I have the rest of the expression here. Don't leave these out and bring them back at the end. That's where a lot of common mistakes will happen. Okay, 2 steps left. Division, subtraction. So which one's first? Division comes first. So 36 divided by 18 is 2. And 2 minus 36 is, oh, yeah, we can get a negative. So if we start at 2, okay, we take more than that away, we're going to end up on the negatives. So if I think back to my number line days, okay, and this here is 2, and I'm trying to subtract 36, I'm going to go 2 and 34 more. And this is going to be to the left, which are negative values for a difference of negative 34. Okay, so be mindful that's going to happen from time to time, but it's all about the order in which you follow the process. Okay, so good luck. Hope that helps. We'll see you in class.